often Rachel and I took Heather and India to the woods to have a hack out and play with some little jumps. Now, we always begin making sure they're calm and connected on the ground, and India, although more experienced, started off really anxious on this trip. I'm snorting at the... Want to come have a look? I know, there's a lot of pheasants. Want to come have a look at the water? Can you touch? This is what these suspended logs are for, right? So because Heather was really confident, connected, keen, Rachel was able to mount from a jump, which you can see was very elegant. And because India was much more anxious, then I stayed on the ground with her to help her out. So we always prioritise relaxation, confidence and connection over getting things done.
Good girl.
Very elegant.
I thought that was very well done. Good girl.
So India's a bit anxious this morning, so just to give her a little bit of confidence, staying on the ground for now until she settles. She's like not bothered about touching it. Oh, there we go.
Good girl.
Heather, on the other hand, is enjoying herself immensely. She's really happy to be out and exploring. So Rachel's on board. Oh, thanks for that, Heather. Do you want to go and touch it? You don't really like logs, do you? Oh, can we touch? You clever girl. So we had visions of jumping, because as you can see there's some cross-country fences here. And we might get there yet, but for now we are leading, and that's just the way it goes. She needs me on the ground, I'll stay on the ground. Good girl. So you saw there that we were asking them to touch and target the potentially spooky log, and that's a technique that we use a lot. So the horses know targeting, which is to touch an object with their nose, and they've got a really strong history with it, which means they know and love it. So it really helps to build their curiosity and confidence when encountering new things. And when you turn that into a target, it turns away from, I don't know what that scary thing is, to, oh, it's a target, I can touch that. Now the other thing is here, you heard me talking about how I'd wanted and planned to jump India, but I was just leading her. And I know how frustrating it can be when you've got these plans, and especially when you've got a horse who's done it before and they're just having a bad day. But really, taking the time to help them calm down and stay connected and confident makes all the difference. Good job. Beginning of Heather's cross-country career. Easy peasy, huh? Can we go over this one, India? Oh, is that one scary? Well, you going to go and have a look? Can you come back around this way? Because India's just not sure about leaving Heather. So there were these tiny cross-country fences in the woods that we were just asking them to step over and to target and explore. Now Heather's not experienced in this at all. India is more experienced in jumping, but as you can see, she was having an anxious day. So we took it really slowly, met our horses where we were to make it a positive experience. She's like, I am not sure. So when it came to stepping over the bigger one the first time, you could see that Heather was definitely unsure. So again, Rachel just took her around, reconnected over a smaller one before trying again. So this is always our approach. You might have seen it in some of our other videos where if the horse says it's a bit too much, we go, okay, that's fine, let's reconnect somewhere else and then have another go. Yeah, fantastic, Heather. Well, don't get stuck. Big steps with your hind legs now.
Good girl. Should we do that again, but this time better?
So I was saying keep going on the...
Yeah, keep the flow.
Now Heather's done quite a lot of poles and body awareness exercises at home, but this was a little bit new. And when you try something new, it's often messy, but it's no problem. Just keep it positive, rewarding, and then have another go. Yes.
Keep going, keep going. Good girl.
Much better. That was fantastic.
Very clever. Very clever girl.
After playing around with the logs on the ground a little bit, India really calmed down and settled back to her usual self, so I was able to mount and then we could ride. And we had a gorgeous ride right round the woods. We were out for probably about an hour just walking around the tracks. Don't have much footage of it, but it was absolutely beautiful. We had some lovely little trots, and it had a nice time exploring the woods. And it was really good just to take that time for India to be nice and calm and connected on the ground before mounting. Obviously to help her out, but also to make sure that it was a safe and positive experience for both of us. We have to know that we can trust each other in new environments and situations, and then it was a really great time. The end of the loop took us back to this little clearing where there were these tiny logs, which were perfect to play on. So you can see a little bit now how India was back on form, and I was able just to work with her and build her confidence very gently. Nice, good girl. That was lovely. So we just gradually built it up one by one, and you can see that she really built in confidence. So she's never really jumped cross-country fences out and about before, and we've done a fair bit of jumping in the arena and a few telegraph poles in the field, but this was all quite new to her. So you can see I just took it really slowly, building up at her level, and one of the things I really like to do is let my horses explore all the new jumps first. Now, of course, at a later date, then you want them just to kind of generalise the jumps and not need to explore them, but at the beginning it's really nice to let them target it. Even so, they might be a little hesitant, and you can see here she was like, I'm really not sure about jumping this one. Again, really no big deal. We just really focus on the connection, making it a positive experience, and because we're using rewards, they always try their hardest. Not the best style. So again, the first time can be a little bit messy, really no problem. We just built it up and she got better each time. And I really like this, enabling my horses to communicate with me in this way. And that's really what builds that partnership. And it feels a bit backwards sometimes, but actually if you have this trust in each other, it enables you to do so much more. I think we're done. I recognised she was tired, so we stopped and went back to the box.
That was brilliant fun. Loved it.
Yeah, so good. Back at the box.
So excited because she obviously is a bit bored at home, so has been out in the van for ages.
She was really keen.
Great, wasn't it?
Keen to go, dragging into the van at home.
Yes.
And then really keen on the ride out.
Very keen.
Are you sleepy, India? She's like, I'm not doing the camera thing.
I'm really not doing the camera thing.
Ah, you are. Do you have a smile? Oh, you are sleepy. I know. Oh, you just want to go for a nap, don't you? You're not sleepy.
No, you're not sleepy. She's ready to go again. But she wouldn't be if we did.
No. Here we go. All loaded up, ready to go home. Nom, 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 nom. Chomping away. Good girl, Ind.
Super.
Yeah, it was brill. Ready to go home, girls. You're so pretty. Back home, and look who's waiting for us. Oh, Freckles. Two girls in the back. Still eating, Heather. Heather, wanna come out? Oh, grass there. India's munching on some hay. Wanna come out? What do you think? You wanna come out? Maybe? Ooh. So you can see it's a really low-key, relaxed time. The idea is that all four of us enjoy it and want to do it again. So sometimes it's about letting go of those goals, just staying present to your horse in the moment and making it a really fun, positive, calm experience for all of you. If you enjoyed that trip to the woods with us and would like to know more about training your horse this way, then please check out the Connection Training Club. This is our online membership site where you can learn how we train with using connection training. So we have loads of home study courses that cover all sorts, from detailed examples of how to get started, how to train from an emotional perspective, how to prioritize the communication and connection between you, how to balance the training depending on whether your horse is distracted, motivated, anxious, overexcited, overly keen, a bit too pushy, all of those different types. It really all starts here. And then in terms of going out on a trip like this, there's loads of different bits that come into it. So of course, in the daily handling, you can find out more about making sure your horse is confident leading, standing tied, that kind of thing. The loading and travelling course takes you through everything about how to get your horse into the box, but then also how to be calm about being shut in, how to unload calmly in new environments and reconnect in new places, and how to load again at the other end as well. The de-spooking course covers a lot of things. So one of the techniques you saw in this video was targeting the spooky objects, and you can see how we build targeting spooky things and a lot of other de-spooking exercises right from the very easy levels and build up from there, so that the horses become so much more confident and curious with novel or potentially spooky items. There's also, from the gymnastic groundwork course, you can see we do a lot of body awareness stuff, stepping over poles, standing on mats, all that kind of thing. The jumping and obstacle training, again, looks at how to train your horse starting from a single pole. Maybe your horse has fear of poles, so building up from there to more complex poles, jumps and different obstacles. And of course, the riding with connection course looks at really establishing your connection under saddle, training your horse to line up at the mounting block. You saw Heather standing beautifully as Rachel mounted from one of the cross-country jumps in this video. And we really use that as a way to connect with your horse as you move from the ground into the saddle, a way for your horse to say that they're happy to be ridden, and to really get you both off on the right foot as soon as you mount. So as well as that, you can get access to loads of support through the forum, through our coaching. We have study groups, Q&As, challenges, video reviews, all of these things you get access to as soon as you join. It's all part of your membership. So if you want to find out more, then please head over to connectiontraining.com. You can find out more about us and our approach, more about the CT Club, and sign up there too. We absolutely love to have you along for the ride. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us on social media, just search for Connection Training on Facebook and Instagram. And you can find out loads more about our approach in our best-selling book. So to find that, just head over to Amazon, search for Connection Training, and it'll pop up. So thanks again for watching, and see you soon.